Did you know you can heal with your hands? Did you know that you have a natural power in your hands? A natural trick in your hands for healing, for curing? Incredible. If you've ever felt anxiety, digestive problems, a blocked throat, fears about a threatening future or a past that holds you back, or any kind of emotional, physical, or spiritual blockages, this video, this class is for you. I'm going to share with you some amazing secrets, simple, easy, that you already have inside you, without any external aids, medications, pills, or tablets. What I'm going to give you today is completely natural and easy. Let's start like this. You have to understand that what I'm going to talk to you about today is neither magic nor something in the air. It's science, it's awareness, and it's practical and easy, like I told you. Basically, as you probably know, when you rub, and I invite you to do this now, let's start rubbing. Our hands, let's go straight to the exercise, then I'll explain some concepts to you. That, God willing, it will give you tools to feel that what you do really has a lot of power and is within you, inside you, without any kind of external help. Very well. Let's start rubbing our hands. A few seconds. While you rub your hands, try to be aware of your posture. Try to be upright but comfortable. In one place, moving toward the edge of the chair or sofa where you are, moving to the edge but stable. And then start to form a small smile on your lips. And little by little, we're going to start rubbing our hands a bit harder until you start to feel the heat, this electromagnetic force that comes from the friction between your two hands. The blood also begins to be stimulated, as well as your tissues and your energy. And let's go a little stronger, the smile a little bigger. Try to be aware of your breathing as much as possible. Very good. Now try to feel the electromagnetic field you created. Move it closer and farther away like a magnet. Move it away. Bring it closer. Now you can go back. And now we're going to move on to conscious breathing, so that, God willing, we can reach a state of mindfulness, of full awareness of the present moment. So let's do the following. Keep rubbing. And try to do the following breathing exercise that I'm going to teach you. Remember the numbers 4, 7, 8. We inhale in 4 seconds. Now you can let go of your hands for a moment. You can also leave them next to each other, close together, or as if hugging your hands. You breathe in for 4. You hold for 7, and you exhale for 8. Again, you inhale for 4, hold for 7. You exhale for 8. Now I'm going to ask you to try to focus your attention on the warmth of your hands. If needed, you can rub them together again. Let's focus on breathing again now. and then we'll go back to the hands. 4, 7, 8, we inhale on 4, 7, 8, we inhale on 4. We hold for 7. Ready? Good. Excellent. Now try to visualize where your pain area is. Very good. Suppose we begin with physical pain. If something hurts you physically, for example, a shoulder blade, let's go back to the hands. When you feel there's quite a bit of heat, a little faster, feel the magnetic field, electromagnetic, and if it's, for example, the shoulder blade. Try to bring your hands towards that area that hurts. Very good. Try to feel the warmth. Calms that area. Good. For example, the neck. You think and focus your attention on the place where you feel that pain. Very good. Now, while you warm yourself, let's go back to the breathing exercise we did before. You breathe while I explain. The concept is impressive and as follows. First, we need to understand that we obviously think of health as, thank God, a gift from God. That is, God gives us all the elements to be healthy. Obviously, it's up to us and our free will to make good choices, eat well, and exercise. To be with people who are in an excellent environment and not chasib and chalila, may God not allow it, in a toxic environment. Hear good words, speak good words. Say that everything that goes into your mouth and everything that comes out of your mouth, meaning everything you ingest, both food and drinks, should be something. Obviously, good things, things that are good for your health, and what comes out of your mouth, your words, should also be good. The same goes for your ears, that you listen to good things. In other words, you have the free will to be in an excellent place. And you have to know that God heals us and God gives our bodies all the healing. Think about it, reflect on it. Your digestion, for example, you can control your digestion, you can give your intestines the order to act in one way or another. That is God the Creator who gives us everything, an incredible system, an amazing machine, spectacular, organic and spectacular. Today I'll share a concept with you of how to activate your highway of calm in your body, speaking metaphorically, which you need to understand that you have. We all have a sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic system is the system that is basically activated when a person feels at risk. That is the sympathetic system. What it tells the person is either to flee or to fight. And it can be not only in a moment of real objective danger, but also when the person feels threatened. For example, they get a call from their boss or the bank, or they're about to have their account closed, God forbid. Or a problem at work or in their studies, like failing an exam or what they're going to say to me at work. That is, all kinds of situations, or in the family, external situations. If the person, when threatened, it activates. The sympathetic system, which is basically excellent, is obviously very necessary for our life, for our survival. Of course, but unfortunately, if we see it as a red button, this red button is almost always activated unnecessarily. If the person truly thinks about it, there is no real threat. Obviously, if there is a situation that is challenging, you have to see how to overcome it in the best way. Asking for help, guidance from God, from the Creator, to help us, of course, doing it better. Of course, but that red alert button is almost always unnecessary. There are times with real risks, but often there aren't. What am I giving you with everything I'm telling you now? Above all, for example, breathing, becoming aware of your breathing, lowering your anxiety. You massage metaphorically. Your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve is a cranial nerve. It's the longest cranial nerve you have, which goes from your cranium, your head. Your brain connects brain with heart, lungs. It goes through your chest, thorax. It even reaches your intestines. It's responsible for digestion, for calmness, for emotional regulation, for heart rate. That is to say, it's incredible and you can activate it now. We mentioned a red button, the sympathetic system, the parasympathetic system. If we see it as a green button metaphorically, and the vagus nerve is its main protagonist, you can activate this green button in a simple and natural way. Like what I'm giving you now, simply by breathing, for example, by breathing. In my videos, I explain how to activate the vagus nerve. Today, above all, it's meditation or reflection breathing, and basically this, as you have probably felt, surely if you were anxious before this class, now you probably feel at least a little less anxious and calmer. I hope so. If you want, then what I want to invite you to do now is basically that when we come back now, both physically, as we said, for example, if your neck hurts or if some other part of your body hurts, basically it is. We can warm up our hands again. Let's warm up our hands faster and faster. And a smile. And now you can incorporate the breathing exercises I gave you today, each. I'm faster. Very good. Now feel the electromagnetic field and take it to the place you want in your body. Very good. Now we're going to go to a plane that's a little or much deeper, which is basically to ask the Creator who loves you, trusts you, and gives you life. Every moment, every breath is a gift of life from God, the Creator. In fact, the word for soul in Hebrew, which is neshama, and the word for breath, which is neshima, neshama, neshima. Even if you don't know Hebrew, you'll surely notice that the letters or the sound are very similar. Neshama, neshima, practically the same letters. They're very closely connected. Therefore, neshama and neshima, neshama and neshima, they imply that every breath you take, for example, when you do the exercises, which you can listen to at another time. Enjoy a calm moment in any park as often as you like, peacefully. When you breathe, you will be one of those. If you're watching this, you have big gifts, even if you don't realize it, that many people don't know about. Will you transform when you breathe? Many people worldwide practice breathing exercises. But you're going to take it to a much deeper level to understand that every neshima you take, every breath you take, is a breath of life that God, the Creator, gives you at every moment. Consider this. Your heart beats. Who makes it beat? Do you have a button to control it? All the amount of blood that circulates, liters and liters and liters and liters of blood that circulate in your body. Without you doing anything, your heart beats, your lungs fill with air, they give air to your body, your digestive system works. If God wills, thank God, that is, you function, you speak, you listen, thank God, you see, you can help others, you help yourself, you can work, you can study, everything you do, you have an internal button that can do it all. It is the Creator, God, who gives you life, the breath of life, every moment, the breath of life. Genesis records this. Vaipash says that God breathed into Adam. He breathed into him the breath of life, Nishmat Haim, a soul of life. He breathed into him a soul of life. That's what God does. He gives us every moment and breathes life into us. And what should we do with this life? obviously do our best, use the gifts that is the free will we have to do better, see how we fulfill our mission in life, and constantly ask God for help and guidance. And every time you do these exercises, the greatest gift you have is to connect with God, with the Creator, because it really can help a little to think, to reflect, a little warmth in a place that hurts you. That's something incredible. Like I told you at the beginning, God gives you the ability in your hands to really generate warmth. Electromagnetic fields. Electromagnetic field that you really generate with the friction in your hands. And you can really give yourself warmth and feel an improvement in your body. That's amazing. But if you go to the origin, which is God the Creator, God, as it is written in the Torah, I am God, your healer. The true healer, the one who gives us life, who gives us health, is God the Creator. A pill or a remedy that you can buy at a pharmacy? No. The one who gives you health is God. The one who gives you health is God. Therefore, obviously, I'm not giving advice here about whether to take a remedy or not, obviously, in this video. This class is a general class, and each person has to go to someone they trust. On the level of healing, of course, what I mean here when we talk about healing, especially natural healing, is that you have to go to the root cause, which is God, the Creator, is our great physician. And God gives us a green button, which is energy. That energy is like a master key. It's called the vagus nerve. Or, for example, today in this video, we talk about the vagus nerve, which is like a master key. If you're calm, that calms your stress. Your palpitations can decrease a lot. Your digestive system can improve a lot. Your sleep can improve and increase in a big way. You can sleep much better and the next day be much stronger. That is to say, the vagus nerve has some branches at the nervous system level which touch so many areas of your body that it's incredible the blessing it is to know how to activate it. And here today, I gave you these tips: breathing, awareness, and above all, as I told you, the best gift is to connect with God. And here, for example, when you put your hand on your neck or wherever it hurts, try to talk to God, not necessarily in an eloquent way, just with your own words. Tell God how you feel, what hurts you, or what makes you happy. Speak. Our great Kabbalists, wise Kabbalists, teach us that we have the gift of being able to talk to God, and in fact, it is one. Our sages help us to do this every day. They teach us this every day. It can be morning or night at a set time and place, preferably where you won't be disturbed. Talk to God with your words, and listen to hear what God tells you and the answers He gives. Obviously, it can be feelings in your heart. It can be that in your life you see a certain scene that you understand is a hint that God gives you so that you go down that path. Obviously, everything has to do with your logic. You shouldn't jump to conclusions and let them lead you to act. May God allow us. Things unrelated to logic, your life, or your right direction. Obviously, all of this has to be done in a measured way, but what I'm saying is small things. A smile. A grandmother smiles at her grandchildren, parents, sons, and daughters. And what do you see? Maybe it's a scene that God gives you to tell you that you're doing well, teaching your children, or maybe the opposite. Maybe you should smile more at your sons and daughters. In other words, everything is basically, I listened to a class. Obviously, one can really, from all the hints that God gives us in our life, that God speaks to us in our life, we need to determine the correct interpretation since there are countless ways to interpret it. A great rabbi said, how can you know if what you interpret is correct? The way to know is if what I saw or what I heard leads me to be a better person ethically toward others. Helping others, that is, if what I experienced or heard leads me to be a better person and to help others more. Improving the world means having the right interpretation. There may be countless interpretations, but if one helps you become a better person, you're on the right path. And whenever there is a doubt in the Jewish world, what we do is simply go to our rabbi and ask for advice. I can ask him for advice on any topic: financial, economic, spiritual, emotional, education, or studies, whatever it is. So, well, today I gave you these incredible gifts. To really understand, first, on a conceptual level, the most important thing is to understand that God, the Creator, is the one who breathes life into us every moment, who gives us life as a gift, so that we have the merit to correct His world. God made an imperfect world from the start, from the very beginning. Why? Corrected by whom? By you, me, or all of us? And to take this world, the lowest of all worlds, the most material, and raise it to the highest world, above all the worlds, above the worlds of all the angels. If we correct it properly and become partners with God in His creation, God invites us to be partners. God decides He needs us to correct His world. It's incredible, it's spectacular. God gives you health so you can help improve His world and join Him. Be a good person daily, improve, help others, offer water, a smile, or a greeting. Help and do good at work, school, home, or anywhere you are. I want to invite you with a lot of affection, to be a part of it. If you still haven't joined my beloved Israel High community, I invite you to join. Right here, you have a link, you have a WhatsApp number, my community WhatsApp number. Can you ask me questions? Our community is amazing. It has free courses for members, online meetings. It's a thriving, lively organization, and we do good deeds at an organizational level in the land of Israel. It provides amazing help to families of soldiers in Israel, helps soldiers' wives, sons, and daughters. That is, and on a more specific level, at the community level. Like I told you, free courses, online meetings. You can ask me questions. You have a connection with me. You can ask me questions and have a connection with the land of Israel. May everything always be blessed. And good health. For what? Serve God, the Creator and Almighty, with energy, strength, joy, success, and blessings.